Hey, this is Judgment Waits, and I wanted to talk to you today about cheating and boosting. 2 nights ago, I'm playing this match on Slums, one of my favorite maps, and I'm with 2Wild and my friend Babs, and we're in there playing. All of a sudden, about 2 minutes into the game, this guy on our team calls in a VTOL warship, and I'm thinking back, did I hear a care package come in? And I'm like, no, I don't remember hearing a care package. I'm like, there's no way somebody got a VTOL warship already in 2 minutes, in a hardcore team deathmatch. It just doesn't happen. So I open up the start menu and I'm looking at his score and everything. Sure enough, he's like 20-2. I'm like, holy smokes, this guy is just beasting it up. Then I noticed, though, on the other side, there's 2 guys that are 0-11, 0-12. And I'm like, oh man, something's fishy's going on here. Somebody is boosting here. So I start telling Babs and 2Wild about this, and immediately Babs shoots down his VTOL warship. We don't want to win like this. So we back out after the match, go into theater mode, and sure enough, this is what we saw as we watched the video back from his perspective. Of course, it's a typical, they're in an Xbox Live party together, they're laying down their tack inserts, and then he's just killing them left and right. So here he is right here. This is the guy. It's X space bedbug, and you can see the other 2 guys. One is X space CryForMe, the other is XPL space X space pulse. Here's the thing, I don't have a clue why he's doing this, why people do this, and I know this happens, more often. This is like the first time that I've seen it in Black Ops 2, but he's already got the nuked out title where you get the 30 gun streak, so I don't know what possibly he could be doing by doing this, or what he's going for, because he's not going for headshots or anything like that. So why is this guy doing this? Is he doing it to get his KD up? Your KD is not that important, don't worry about it. And there he messes up and kills them before they lay their tack inserts. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Somebody fill me in on why you would do this. I just see no point to it whatsoever. Placing so much importance on a video game and stats on a video game that you're going to cheat and ruin the game for other people, and mess with people. So there's where Babs shoots down his VTOL. But let me tell you about an experience that I had when I cheated. I cheated in a game. I'm not going to tell you what it was. Let's compare it to, say, a prestige glitch, like where you gain prestige levels like in one of those lobbies or something like that, something that, unlike this where it actually affects the game or gives you an unfair advantage, this was something that didn't give me an unfair advantage or didn't do anything like that. I actually did it more to be funny with my friends. Here's the thing though, when I told my friends about it and when they saw it, they didn't think it was funny. They actually called me out on it, and rightly so. And here we had a host migration. But after that, I was kind of known as a cheater. It kind of ruined my reputation. I tell you what, it took me a long time to get away from that label. Now I'm very careful not to do anything like that. I don't want to do something that's going to affect my character, affect my reputation, or I don't want to get that label back, So I just want to encourage you, don't cheat. It's not worth it to have that high KD. It's not worth it to have that title or that emblem or whatever that you're going to get from doing this. Your character is so much more important to that. Don't mess with it. And I want to also encourage you, be like my friends and hold the people that you play with accountable, whether it's boosting or something like that, or whether it's what you guys talk about in the lobbies. Kingdom Soldier put up a video about the racism and everything that goes on. Man, there is a ton of that going on, a ton of people getting on women that play, or kids that play different games over Xbox Live. We don't need to be a part of that. Instead, let's hold people accountable. Let me know what you think about this or anything that I said. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down and let me know what you don't like about it. But hey, as always, take care and God bless.